Yep. Can somebody please tell me why? Motherfuckers always trying me. Always trying me. Jesus has kept me from doing a lot of stupid shit. My wife, my son, people like Detective Blunt. Did Gage ever make Detective, baby? You know or not? I think he did, didn't he?
No. I think
if he didn't, he need to hurry up and make it.
I think Carolyn said that he's sergeant.
Oh, fit to be sergeant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who told you that? Captain Hershey. So anyways, people like, I'm gonna give him this title, Detective Gage. Detective Blunt. Chief Tanner. Officer Robert Benton. Officer Griffin of Glenn County. I think they got him at the airport now, if I'm not mistaken, if he's still, I haven't seen him in a long time. I just know he's at the airport. Well, when I don't know if he's still there, but Detective Ketchup from Glenn County. Jones, Glenn County. Trooper Meeks. You just throwing out names, fuck you. Anybody name that I throw out, you can go ask them. Do that, motherfucker. Do that. Fuck you. Those of y'all just forgive me, because I really didn't want to get on here because she looking at me already. I really want to get on here, but I got a long day tomorrow. And Sunday I'm going to be barbecuing. So I ain't going to have nothing to ruin my day Sunday. Hell, my night has already been fucked up. So I said, because I don't call people names unless you've done something good. If you did something bad, I won't call your name. I'll talk about what you've done. You know exactly who I'm talking about. The only way that I'll call your name out is if you got something to say. Now, if you got something to say back to what I said, then yeah, I'll call your rabbit ass name out. Don't give a fuck about calling it out. Period. So, again, those names I called out and many more. The solicitor of one of these solicitors, like, is he the only prosecutor for? Huh? I can't remember his name, but he kept me from doing some stupid shit in the courtroom. Him and Detective Blunt. But the Detective Blunt kind of grabbed me by the arm and, Munjan, do you want me to lock you up? I said, do you not hear what he just said? We got this. You know, sometimes that's, you know, that's what I need, a good talking to, you know. I just find it weird that I hear that a lot of people say to me that I don't respect law enforcement or whatever, you disrespectful. Can't nary law enforcement officer that I have dealt with tell you that I've ever disrespected them. Not unless you disrespected me like them bitches in goddamn Blackshear. and a couple of bitches down here in Waycross, and that bitch out there to the county, Weiss, yeah, you a bitch to me. Straight up bitch. See, I called your name. And I do it again. And don't give a fuck. Period. You a bitch, like I said. Period. But I'm not on his stupid ass. He know what he did or tried to do. Gonna try to get me to say that I work for a motherfucking police department. Yeah, this shit been years ago. Bitch, black don't mean dumb. Stupid bitch. It don't mean dumb. I done said it over and over again. Don't nobody want to be the police down here in motherfucking Waycross. Period. Hell, some of the police down here don't want to be the motherfucking police. The fuck? Don't nobody want to be them. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible to the good law enforcement. I'm not talking to y'all. But hell, I know some of y'all don't want to be the police. It's a job. You got to work. Period. Yeah, what department you with? With your mama, nigga. That's who I'm with. Your goddamn mama. Stupid bitch. You know I ain't never liked Weiss.
Yeah, I know.
I'm surprised he ain't got his rabbit ass beat yet. I swear I am. I am surprised he ain't got his rabbit ass beat yet. Let him keep on. He gonna find that right one. Somebody gonna give him goddamn lockjaw. I don't know what made motherfuckers think that that badge makes them exempt from getting that ass tore out the frame. I'm serious. That badge is something that you supposed to it's something that you supposed to hold up. You know, as I spoke up there when we was up there at the city hall meeting. That badge is something you supposed to hold up. It stands for integrity. That most of the police officers all over this world ain't got. Period. No integrity. No nothing. My second cousin, Nat Glover, he stood for integrity. I never heard his name in nothing. No, he ain't your second cousin. Kiss my second ass. That's what you do. Kiss my second ass. But wait till I have the runs. I want you to get the shit out of there. Just Carolyn, I'm on one tonight.
Well, I understand, and trust me, I do.
I'm on one tonight. See, I didn't want to get on here, but like I said, tomorrow I got a busy day, and Sunday I'm barbecuing, so I'm out going to get it off my chest now. I can't stand motherfuckers that don't know nothing. You talking, but you don't know a damn thing about nothing. Don't know shit. Just dumb. Just dumb. Just dumb. Anyways, let me get off of that before I go into a damn tirade. I told y'all niggas I ain't wrapped too tight, but y'all keep playing that game. Ain't that right, baby?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right, baby?
Yes, sir.
I gotta do you want me to punch you in your nuts?
Baby, oh, hell no.
You don't?
Man, I don't want you to punch yourself.
Baby, why do people keep trying me?
I'm fixing to say this, and it's not a cliche. I know a lot of people use this as a
They
cop-out.
is. Y'all remember this young man right there? That's my dude right there. Gary Smith. Yeah, y'all see him. That's my dude right there. Gary Smith. Yes, sir. He was hurt that day, though, for real. He was hurt. I love that man to death. I should never forget the accident that he worked. Lady, That's why God gave you a backup camera. I mean, a backup, yeah, a rear view mirror. I said, do your thing, boy. He ain't playing the radio. He don't even like the radio. No, go ahead. I'm listening.
Now, I know a lot of people use this as a cop-out or an excuse, but...
You got a cop, that's it?
But in this case, it is the truth. It's not, I mean, Satan uses people. And there are certain people that Satan will use to get to you, to try to make you act out of character, to get you into trouble, to do whatever it is to cause you to.
That's one of I ain't cutting you off, my love. That's one of Waycross's greatest preachers right now. I wasn't even his member. He came by and seen me in the hospital, damn near dead. Go ahead, I'm listening back.
That, you know, anything that he can do or any person that he can use.
There you go. There you go right here. That's me right there in the mask. That's a handsome joker. I'm talking about blunt, not that, my blunt. Handsome joker. And I'm glad that you made detective, sir. I really am. I try to give people their props every now and then, friend.
And whatever he can do to get you to walk away from Christ, or, you know, to get you into trouble, or as I said, to get you to act out of character. Anything that he can do, any person that he can use just to mess with you, or if they say vex you, he'll do it. Now, some people know that's not the case with everybody. And like I said, and I know some people use that as a cop-out, but in this situation, that's exactly what it was. Because, number one, Satan has been trying to keep you to stop speaking for Christ for the longest. He has been trying and using different people, family.
I used to be built like a shit brick house, y'all. Look at that shit. I used to be built like a motherfucker, man. Yeah, y'all see that shit. Yeah. They should be your boy. I mean, don't get it wrong. It all went nowhere. Let us pray. You know, I don't even go through my pictures like this. You know it's got to be something on my mind. You know that? She do kind of look like Jasmine a little bit, don't she?
Yeah.
And that looked just like Zion, but it's not. This was way before I had my child. 2011. Denisha and her son. That's me right there in the background. Oh, I used to be a bad motherfucker. Shut your mouth. Shut your goddamn mouth. All right, baby. Baby, can I ask you a question though? Why is it that when I don't get out of pocket, man, that little boy look like my son, but he's not. This was did in 2011, right there. He looked just like Michael. I mean, like Zion. Don't he?
Yep.
Jesus. That was the prelude to what was about to come. Ain't that right, baby? So, tell me why I feel like a business when I don't do what I want to do. If that make any sense to you.
Because of the person that you are, and when you feel disrespected, especially if you feel disrespected in front of family, you feel like that you're not a man if you don't take action. But that's not true, because being responsible and thinking about your family.
Judge Benton, probate court judge. What was at the race thing? What we, baby?
4th of July.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause that's when I got into it with.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should just go bury myself in a cave somewhere, baby. What you think?
No.
I mean, I was trying to find my second cousin. Baby, I know it feels like I'm cutting, but I'm not. I'm still trying to calm myself down. That's all there is to it.
Trust me, I know.
One of the greatest chiefs I ever met in my life. I love that man to death, yo. Chief Time, that's my dude. That's my dude. Ain't that right, baby?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was me right there. Mm-hmm. That's what was about to go down tonight. Yeah, still is. Tonight. I ain't gonna lie about that. That was about to go down tonight. Stop testing my gangsters. Quit testing my gangsters. Ain't that right, baby? Leave me the fuck alone. Shit. I thought I was bad right there. Bruce Leroy, playtime is over, fat boy. I thought I was man right there. These pictures old as a motherfucker. You know that?
Like I said, it shows responsibility, because in not reacting the way that you want to, you are putting your family first. Walking away from a situation does not make you weak. And as a matter of fact, it makes you strong.
Sometimes I think it do.
No, it makes you strong. Because you're strong enough to say, Satan, I'm not going to let you get to me. I'm not going to let you trick me into giving up what I've worked so hard to obtain. That shows strength of character.
I wanted to show strength when I beat his ass.
Well,
Now that would have showed some strength.
well, we're not going to do that.
That would have showed some that would show some goddamn strength. Life help strength. Y'all remember this jackass? The one in the green shirt. Remember his jackass? That's the jackass right there in the green shirt. That's my boy right there. Fire chief, but that motherfucker right there. Yeah, we only seen your ass out there one time shaking hands.
Because you were campaigning.
Because you were campaigning. I can't stand that shit. Yeah, I called you a jackass. You a jackass.
Once you got it, it was all over.
Exactly. You didn't see a jackass out there. No goddamn more. No more. Jackass. Nobody like what I say. I don't give a fuck. Jackass. You a jackass too. Jackass. I don't care. I'm trying to find my cousin. People sits up there. tries my old patience. Ain't that right, baby?
Yeah.
They try my patience. They try my patience. Try my patience. All I want to do is live my life in peace. Is that too hard? Is that too much to ask for? Live your life in peace. See? I was in the box with the best of them. Yeah, that's what I put out there. I was that one hitter quitter back in the day. I'm old and slow now. I couldn't beat a rat. But that was a picture that I cropped. See, he lying. But that's the original picture right there. I don't lie about me. So like I said, there he is. Me with the first black sheriff of Jacksonville, Florida, Nat Glover. And believe it or not, he's also my cousin, my second cousin. Me right there. That's my cousin, Nat Glover. That's my cousin right there too, in the red. Those my people. Nat Glover, right there in the middle. Okay. That's my second cousin. First, no, second, right?
Second.
Yeah, second. I thought it was my first. Wait a minute.
No. Him being your first cousin would mean your parents.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, because he had to correct me because I told somebody. Yeah, because we was at Javin graduation because he spoke at her graduation.
Right.
Yeah, and I told somebody, I said, yeah, this is my first. He said, no, I'm your second cousin. I said, yeah, you was my second. My bad. You right. My bad. I can get it wrong sometimes. But yeah, that's my second cousin. So if you dumb motherfuckers want to know why I have the damn thin blue line on my shit, which I'm tired of even explaining myself over and over again, that's why, because I have law enforcement all in my fucking family. You stupid son of a bitch. I don't know, but I cannot stand for them to get right there and stop. I mean, I know that's the road. They don't belong, but it's just I don't know. Somebody talking about you look sexy. Oh, that's Amy. I don't know who this woman is. Talking about Kenny Cotton. Yes, he was when I was staying in Jacksonville. Yeah, he was a good sheriff. He was a good sheriff. He really was. Real good sheriff. They didn't like it though. I'm serious. They did not want to have him as Jacksonville's, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida's first black sheriff. They did not want that. But our family rallied behind him. He had a lot of support, and it wasn't just from black people either. It was from everybody, you know. But man, look, I mean, we don't want that, and I'm not lying to you. The words was said, we don't want a nigger sheriff running. I'm not bullshitting you, bro. I was like, God damn. He went through some shit. Bro. And they were trying to hem him up on every motherfucking hand, but could never do it. But anyways, again, that's my second cousin. That's Nat Glover right there in the middle. That's Nat Glover. Of course, that's my ugly ass standing beside him. This thing was dead 2015. That's when we took the picture. Yeah, because that's when Jasmine graduated. That's because it's people like him. I mean, this is Mr. Griffin. You know, the Griffin that I keep talking about of Glenn County. This is Mr. Griffin. That's Mr. Griffin of Glenn County. He was squeezing my damn like, look, man, let my arm go. Yeah, it was at Popeyes. Because he spotted me first. He says that he didn't want to say nothing to me. This man right here, that man right there, he kept me out of a lot of fucking bullshit, boss. When I was in school, because I used to skip school. I'm gonna be real. Mrs. Dradon, she was out there to the high school. She was a high what you call them? I guess what are they? When they put the police officers out there to the high school.
Oh, to my school officers?
Yeah, but it's something else they call it. It's something else they call them. I don't remember. Anyway, she was out there. What was it called? Truancy officer. What is it? What are they? Truancy officers?
No, truancy officers.
Yeah, they the one that come get your ass, right? If you skip the school.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the truancy officers, right?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I stayed fighting. This man right here tell you. Right there, Deputy Griffin. He'll tell you, I stayed fighting. Because he saw me first. I didn't even see him. And the first thing he said, there's the young man. They're looking for you. What do you mean you looking for me for? Hang out a warrant. You know, if you got a warrant, they gonna come smiling. And they gonna come down. They ain't coming smiling, that's for sure. That's for sure. So when I be telling y'all, and I got a lot of more pictures up on here, but when I be telling y'all that I know a lot of law enforcement officers, I'm not bullshitting. Now, do I know them to help me out if I get into trouble? No. That's not why I want to know you. I want to know you because that's what you're supposed to want to do. Get to know your community. Community policing. You want to know who you are policing, who you are out there protecting, period. You might not can get to every officer, and they might not can get to every civilian, but one at a time. One at a time. And this officer tell this officer, this officer tell this officer, or every fucking time, bro. Every fucking time, bro. Oh, Jesus.
One day.
Yeah, one day. Boy, y'all just don't know, boy. Y'all just don't know. Every fucking time. Woosah, motherfucker, woosah. But just like I said, just like I said, yeah, I mean, hey, he kept me out of a lot of motherfucking trouble, man. A lot of trouble. He kept me from knifing a dude also. He really did. And whenever he see me, he don't call me Mungeon. Son. He says I'm his son. He didn't raise me. He didn't, but Deputy Griffin mentored me. Because a lot of things I could have been into. And I'm saying all this for a reason. Because something happened tonight. So I'm saying all this for a reason. I told y'all, your boy, and this ain't no cropping here. I told Joey, really? I told y'all that your boy used to be built like a shit brick house, but y'all don't be believing that shit. Y'all don't be believing that shit. There it is. Yeah, there it is. I had some pipes on me. Yeah. Knock a bitch ass out quick. Go to sleep, motherfucker. Go to sleep, motherfucker. Night, night, bitch. Yeah, there it is. There ain't no motherfucking cropping. Hey, that's that look. Yeah. I ain't play the radio. Don't ask why I'm going through pictures. I don't know. I guess it calmed my mind down. Motherfuckers used to hit on that car right there too. Sad shit. See, I got a thin blue line right down there too. Motherfucker used to hate on that motherfucker right there too. I swear, people, oh Lord. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. Just like my wife told me, she said, baby, no matter what you buy, she said, baby, I don't care what it is. No matter what you buy, somebody gonna have something to say. But it's like I told, thank you, baby. It's like I told her, I said, what makes me mad is that I be wanting to pop a bitch in their fucking mouth, to be honest with you. That's your boy right there too. It was 2014 though. Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
There's a lot of pictures on here I forgot about. Yeah. I used to be built like a shit brick house, boy. I can get it back, trust me. All I gotta do is go to the gym. I can get it back. Bust a bitch in this goddamn head. Bust your head to the white man, I swear for the Lord. Look at me in the bathroom thinking I'm swole. Sitting on swole. Well, I just got finished working out, so I guess I was sitting on swole. Sitting on swole. I ain't play. I'll let you know about me. Let you know about me, play girl. You play boy. Yeah, buddy. That's your boy right there. That right there was my truck. That's when our neighbor across the street was a police officer. That's his car, his unit right there. So what a cop car doing in the background? That's because that was our neighbor across the street. Look at it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Wait a minute. Oh, I did this in each frame. Okay. So there's one frame. Let me see. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let's do it like this. I love that man right there. Y'all know who that is. That's old Bruce. Old Bruce. Leave me a chrome. What is it, Carolyn? Bruce Lee?
No, I'm trying to see something.
No, it's my right here.
Oh.
That's old Bruce and his wife. Bruce, you should got somebody. Bruce. We got all these black men around here. Woof! Too much on. He said too much on. So yeah, that's my mentor. One of my mentors. No, he don't know that he's my mentor. No, I ain't never met the man. No, I ain't never. Shut the fuck up. My head is mentor. There you go. Talking about he done been with old Bruce Lee. There you go. There you go. Shut the fuck up. I studied Bruce Lee. Believe that. That's one frame. That's two. That's me right there, dog. There you go. That's me right there. Again, I ain't fighting no damn cop, bitch. The cop car over across the street, that was our neighbor. He was the pope back in the dope. Coco. That's me. Now, why am I showing anything? I don't know. I guess a mother. Hey, you know, I forgot how my boxing glove right there, but hey, boy, look up, boy. Balls up the zero, boy. Balls up the zero, boy. Next I'm gonna show y'all is how quick my hands was. Oh, and they still don't get it wrong. And look at she like, I didn't say that I've lost them, you know. I just said, you know, how quick my hand. Maybe I shouldn't say how quick they were. Maybe I shouldn't say how quick they is. Hey, you know what? I love my wife, man. Cause she ain't gonna let you put yourself down, bro. And she ain't gonna let you be down too long. Everybody needs a woman like hurt. And if you hurt her, hey, you gonna be singing the old Negro spiritual. I'm gonna free your ass. I'm gonna free your ass. You going straight to hell when I free your ass. Goodness. Wait, baby, all right? Yeah. Y'all see that right now? That wasn't no joke. Boy, look at that, boy. Let me show y'all how quick these hands is. I said is. Now, I ain't as quick as I used to be, okay? I don't know, because Jasmine and I, we was in the den, what, the night before last? What
was that last night?
Or was it night before last?
No, you cooked last night.
I don't forget.
So it must have been night before, because you cooked last night.
Yeah, because she always like to test somebody. What's up? Okay. Pop, pop, pop. No, I didn't hear it either, you stupid son. Maybe I shouldn't have said her.
Yeah, you got liars out there.
Liars like a motherfucker. I tell you somebody else who I showed these hands to. Danny Mitchell. Pop bellies. Ask him. I said, boy, look here. I'll be done to hit you 10 times before you can strike at me once. He didn't believe it. Remember when he had the telephone shop? He didn't believe it. All right, come on. I said, you ready for it? Yeah. First he said, man, get the you doing? I tell you on that, boy. Leave me alone. I ain't wrapped you tight upstairs. You remember when we was at the launch weekend?
I remember.
The dude told me. No, first he said, no damn martial art. And here's the thing. Yes, do I like talking about martial arts? I do. Okay. But in the same token, I don't go around tooting my own horn. Okay? People will probably hear me talk about it every once in the blue moon. I'm talking about it tonight because I'm thinking about my sensei. Okay? Master Joseph Selden. When they say master, he's master of his art. Okay? Thinking about, even though it has hurt me from what I found out, but even Master Craig Peoples. My mind is in a place tonight because of something that could have got out of hand. So that's why I'm bringing it, because I can still hear them in my head, if that makes sense to anybody. I can still hear them. So we thank God that not only was Jesus Christ, my wife, my son was on the phone, and he calls himself an ex-police officer, and I don't like to call his name. I really don't, because you trying to kiss. I ain't trying to kiss nobody's ass. Any law enforcement officer that I have showed you, you can go back whenever you rewind the video. Every picture that I've showed on here of me knowing law enforcement officers, can't nary one of them tell you I tried to kiss their ass, get along with them. Nary one of them, because I don't do that. I'm not in the business of kissing ass. Period. That's just what that is. So, but anyways, he called himself an ex-law enforcement officer. I say, you know, even when I heard him say tonight to me that take it from an ex-law enforcement officer, you would have been charged with premeditated. Now, not premeditated murder, okay, but premeditated, and that was I still call him Officer Darrell White, one of Waycross finest. Yes, he has soon retired or whatever. Basically, in my opinion, well, he has retired. To me, he's still, but anyways, and you know, hey, so tonight I was in Walmart. Now, what y'all got to understand is this, all right? What y'all need to understand is this, all right? Again, if you guys ever hear me say Mr. White, Darrell White is who I'm talking about. I don't like to call him Officer White. I don't like to call him Officer Darrell White because I just don't like to because I like to respect the man. You see what I'm saying? That's behind the badge.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why you may hear me say a lot of times Griffin. You may hear me say Ketchup. You may hear me, but these are all law enforcement officers.
Right.
But I love to just say, you know, I mean, anyways. So, most of the time I'll say Detective Blunt, whatever. But I respect the man or the woman.
Right.
Oh, and I got to give props to, because she talked to me that day too, when that motherfucker was in that damn, and talking about he was on my Facebook page. Donna Waters. That's my girl there. I love me some Donna Waters. That's my girl. But anyways, and Detective Kinlaw. He's another one that has said to me, don't worry about it. Let it go. Leave it alone. Sit your ass down before you eat some warm ass grits. You know, and no, let me go ahead and put this out there. I ain't no fucking hothead. Okay, so these people, this has been through the years that I've been here in Waycross.
Exactly.
Okay, it ain't no I'm going out there trying to try somebody, because if that was the case, then me not knowing who bitch motherfucker Wise was, I should have had something popping right then and there. And guess what? His ass would have been at fault, not me. You questioning me like I'm brand new to this bullshit, you know. So it wasn't that. I went and I talked to whoever I need to talk to. You know, props go out to Captain Danny. He's still Captain, Major Danny. Captain Crawford, no, he's still there. Captain Crawford, yeah. Captain Crawford, and, you know, Chief Carr, because he wasn't the chief then, but Chief Carr, you know, hey, so, I'm not a hothead. I know how to, you know, it just sometimes I get into that mode of, fuck you. Sometimes that happens. And tonight was one of them nights. Yeah, still tonight. Tonight was one of them nights. We out there to Walmart. No, we didn't arrive with Darrell White. No, we didn't go nowhere with Darrell White and all that bullshit there. No, we didn't. But we arrived at Walmart because I had to go pick up some those pellets.
The wood pellets.
Yeah, the wood pellets and the fire starter for my chimney that's coming, supposed to be here tomorrow. So I, you know, getting everything ready for my grilling and stuff like that Sunday. What the fuck is this cat doing? Drunk ass. Stop walking around in goddamn circles, bitch.
Must be smoke.
Smoke always doing some dumb shit. And then want to lick his balls and come up to you and try to get your ass away from me. Oh, she looking for them lizards. That's right. Earn your keep. Earn your keep. That's why they stay around the house. These cats are strays. I ain't gonna buy no cat. These cats strays. But I saw them catching them lizards at night. So I said, keep them. And the only way I know to keep them is to get some cat food. I feed them. I don't feed them every day. You feed them every day, they're going to get lazy. I feed them every other day. You can believe that? They work for their meal. You can believe that? Because when I do feed them, I give them enough in that bowl that I know it's gonna take them a while to get hungry. And one thing about a cat, they are not excessive eaters. No. They will not overeat. Period. They are very picky. So I had to choose the right cat food. But anyways, they've been staying around, so fuck them. And I ain't been seeing very many lizards. Because y'all, we used to have a lizard in our fucking bathroom. We had 3 of them in there. Somehow or another, they found their way in the house. Somehow or another, they found a way in the goddamn house. And I still don't get why. I mean, I know that this is an old house. It's not, this house was built back in
74, 77, something like that.
1974, 77.
Or 77.
77. So it's a fairly old house, It's a nice home, but it's a fairly old house. So I don't know, maybe there's some creaks or cracks or creeks or crups somewhere. I don't know. But anyways, But I can tell you this, for the past 2 years now,
yeah,
we have not seen our nary lizard. None. I think they killing them. Because I've seen 2 dead over here. They ripped that joker apart. But I'm not on that. Anyway, see how my mind gets sidetracked? But anyway, so what the hell was I talking about?
I'm talking about what happened at Walmart.
Yeah, so anyway, so we didn't go up there with Daryl White. We didn't do that. He was up there doing what he needed, doing whatever business that he needed to be doing. And I happened to see him. I'm like this. I'm not gonna walk past you. If you cool with me, I'm cool with you. So if I see you, I'ma speak. If you speak, you speak. You don't, you don't. It is what it is. With me. I just know the next time not to speak to your ass. And I'm not talking about Daryl White. I'm talking about anybody. I just know the next time not to speak to you. Period. And honest to God, I never speak to you again. Even if you speak to me, I still won't speak to you again. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
That's it for me. If I speak to you and you hear me, and you don't come up to me when you see me again and say, hey, look, I was going through something that day, blase, blase, because that's what I would do. If I'm going through something or whatever and I just don't feel like talking, yes, I may ignore you, but when I see you again, I'm going to make it my business to go to you and say, when you spoke to me the last time and I didn't speak to you, I'm sorry for that. I was going through something, something happened, so on and so forth, and I apologize. It's nothing against you. Okay, now it's time for me to say, hey, look, we all have bad days, man. That's what'll get me to speak to you again. But if I speak to you and you don't speak to me, and you see me again, and you know the reason why you did not speak to me, and you want, what's up? I won't speak to you. I'm not gonna do it. Because the first thing come out your mouth should be an apology. If I didn't do nothing to you and you was going through something, the first thing out your dumb ass mouth should be an apology. And I don't give a damn who don't agree with that. I agree with that because I said it. So I agree with it. Ain't nobody else got to agree with it. I agree with it. Okay? So, when I saw Daryl White, I hollered at him, told him to find something else better to do than keep me in Walmart, It seems like every time we going down here and there, we shopping, he doing what he need to be doing, nothing to be doing. So, we over there at the bread, the bread aisle?
Yeah, it was on the bakery.
Yeah, we was over there in the bakery section. Daryl White was looking for something like I think it was a yellow cake. It was chocolate, but it had the yellow. But anyways, yellow chocolate cake. I had never seen nothing like that in there. I told him most of it was at the and if you see this Daryl White, I hope you found that cake because I've seen them at the small Walmart, the neighborhood, but I've never seen them at the big Walmart. Right. So I don't think they sell those types in there. Yeah. They sell the loaf, but they sell them in slices. But those are not the yellow cake.
Right.
So anywho. We over there, we steady looking and carrying on, you know, looking for whatever. Next thing I know, I ain't gonna tell you what color he was, you know, because I ain't trying to be racist or nothing like that. Hell, I can't be racist. But anyways, you know how when people... How you see it, Carol? Because I'm trying my best. How you see
When
it?
people bump into you.
They can't hear that.
I was saying when people bump into you.
And they say what?
Excuse me?
No, they don't say shit.
Well,
What you
no,
talking
well, I'm saying most people
will bump into you and won't say excuse me. Excuse me. Not most people. Some people will bump into you and won't say excuse me. Damn near knock you on the motherfucking floor, but won't say excuse me. I'm not the one for that bullshit. I've never been the one for that bullshit. You stepping on my fucking shoes, I don't like that. You bumping into me, I don't like that. A while back, this has been a long time ago. My wife, they ain't been that long ago. But anyway, my wife was in the store, right? And this dude, now you got all of this motherfucking area. He turns his zipper part towards my wife. Talking about, excuse me. Now, listen, okay? Listen. I can't stop a motherfucker from looking at, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible. I can't stop a motherfucker from looking at my wife, okay? I can't stop that. My wife is thick in the hips. That's what has always attracted me to her. Okay. I'm just like, okay. The Lord has blessed my wife, okay? Let us pray to the Lord and tell him thank you. Thank you for the rose of Sheridan. Call up yonder. Thank you. Amen. Okay? So, listen, I told my wife, if they have to chop your back half off, that's most of your weight right there. Now, don't get it twisted. So you mean? No, the hell I'm not. Look up. Look at that. Let me show you. My wife did. You believe that? She wear these big ass fucking retarded ass clothes that hide her figure, but trust me, that's no bullshit. Period. And sometimes even that get on my damn nerves. But I'm not on that. He turns his Johnson & Johnson headache powder towards I'm like, she's right here. She's right here. He's right here. And I try to preach to my wife, watch your surroundings. I can't stress that enough to nary woman. Watch your surroundings. Period. You got some nasty, evil, raping pieces of shit that walks around every day. Period. He was about to brush himself up against my wife. But I believe the Lord, thank you, made him look to the left, to the left. And he saw a ram that was about to dump him on his cush. And he turned around and walked away. Away. So I knew that motherfucker was up to no good. Thank God that he listened to his second mind, because his first mind was about to fuck him up. And speaking of fucking up, look at here, people, and I'm talking to black people, and I'm talking to white people, And I'm talking to, I don't know if I can talk to some Mexican people. Don't let Donald Trump get your motherfucking ass whooped. Okay? Don't let him get your ass whooped. Don't let that orange fade motherfucking monkey. Cause that's what the fuck his hair look like, a damn, that shit ain't even a ball fade. That shit ain't even a temp fade. That shit just fading away. Don't let that orange head monkey get your ass whooped. The same respect that you had when that black stupid son bitch Obama was in the, well, he ain't black. God forgive me for lying. I understand that you made him a sand nigga, not a land nigga. Thank you, Lord. Because what I keep saying is, Lord, what black mama in her right mind? Thank you. Thank you. There it is. Shock a toe. Shock a toe.
Well,
somebody better shock that Negro.
Shocking.
Thank you. That shit taught. What mama in her right mind gonna name you Barack Hussein Obama?
Ain't no black woman.
Ain't no black people I know got that retarded ass name except that dumb son bitch. But that same respect that you had when his ass was in there, you better keep that same respect. Period. A lot of y'all done got that convicted fucking felon monkey in the White House. Now you think you can just do whatever the fuck you want to do. One of you motherfuckers tonight was about to be proven wrong. When you bump into people, say, excuse me. Especially if you hear somebody be like, excuse me. Excuse me. And then you keep on walking, okay? You gonna find a canned good of beans. I don't wanna mess up no pabbling for the babies. You gonna find a canned good of beans in the back of your skull plate. Sticking the fuck out. But see, I ain't got to throw no can of beans. I often throw these goddamn hands. Woo, wait a minute. Thank you. I'm gonna give you some of this anointing power. Some of this hour by hour. Some of this lizard roll.
Lizard roll.
Goddamn right. I'm gonna put these haymakers, these here sleep Tylenol goddamn pills on that bitch. You can believe that. But God always have us a ram in the kush. Hey, baby, maybe that's what I need to go do, smoke some good kush. I ain't smoking that nasty fucking shit. But thank God, huh? Thank God. Oh, Daryl White was there. My wife. My little boy. Yes, sir. Y'all gonna let this him, and I mean, you know, you bump into somebody, you don't say excuse me, and this has happened to me several times. This ain't the first time this happened. It's just in different ways. When I first moved here to Waycross, we went up there to the convenient care. I had a important phone call. Okay, back in 2008. When 2008? Yep. Yeah, 2008. And I get up, go outside to take the phone call. I don't want to be disrespectful. I can't stand that crap either. You know, if you can get your ass up and go outside, get your ass up and go out. Don't nobody need to hear what the hell you talking about. Period. You should have more respect for whoever on that phone with you. Anyways. Period. Like, don't even say it, Munch. I'm not gonna say it. Remember when I was up there at Smooth? What is this? Smooth Cuts. That's Smooth Cuts.
Yeah.
When I had to take that call. Hating motherfuckers. There was a certain police officer. He ain't a cop no damn more. But there was a certain police officer sitting right there beside me, and I was talking to another police officer on the phone. That motherfucking police officer told this motherfucking police officer that I'm talking about him, texting while I was talking. Remember that?
I remember.
What the fuck you thought that he was gonna do to me? Nigga, I would talk about you sitting right there in front of your face. Like this. You ain't shit. That ain't fun. I'm dead for real.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
give a fuck.
People don't realize.
I mean, look. A lot of people say that these signs don't have. Yeah, they do. I'm a Scorpio. We wear our heart on our sleeves, Scorpios. We will be your friend to the bitter end, dog. You might as well say we will lay down our life for you.
Just don't cross.
Just don't motherfucking cross me, dude. Period. So anyways, I'm sitting up there. So, like I said, this has happened to me. And if Darryl White sees this, then that's what I want you to see, okay? This has happened to me. What you doing right now?
I'm taking off the ones that I just put on.
Oh, okay. So, when I first hit Waycross, right? I had a very important phone call. We was up there, you said convenient care, okay? I had a very important phone call. I get on the phone, something say, man, get up and go outside, you know, like, respect the people, bro, respect the people. Where I'm from Miami, okay? I'm from Florida, okay? We big on respect down there. If what happened tonight would have happened then, when I first hit Waycross, Carolyn she tells me, she says, baby, you can't come down here with that. Because Carolyn been knowing me ever since I was 11. Now, wait a minute. I have to keep saying this. It wasn't no fucking nasty bullshit. Wasn't none of that. I didn't know God was going to join me with her. I didn't know that. She didn't know it either. But she had been knowing me, and thank God that she did not adopt me, because she was thinking about adopting me from bitch ass Terry Mungeon, but she didn't, and I understand now why. That wouldn't look right. So, you know, hey, but she wanted to adopt me because she knew that I was being beat on like a fucking slave. She knew that my mind was getting warped. Period. She knew this. But I don't want to get onto that, okay? I don't want to get in there. So, and you know, maybe that's part of my problem. I don't know. Maybe that's part of my problem. I don't know. Because there has never been no closure. And it's sad when you look for, at 43 years old, you look for an earthly father figure. And when you think you found one, they stab you in the fucking back. It's funny. And then want to go around talking about what they should do. If you was wanting to do it, bitch, you'd have did it. Let me leave that alone. But bitch, you'd have did it. Anyways, I have never been the type of person that's been scared of anybody. Spiritual things, it shakes me somewhat. A two-legged bitch, you can be as big as, who's the biggest nigga in the world that you know? Built like a shit brick house. Shit, I don't know either. Let's just put, you can be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not scared of you. Never have, never will be. Period. I don't know if that's a good thing with me or a bad thing, but I've never been scared of a man. Or a woman, but a man. Never. Listen, I done had guns pulled on me. I done had knives pulled on me. I done had, I done been hit, with, what is this thing called? Slapjacks. What do we call that shit? Okay? I done been cut. I done been stabbed. Okay? So, that shit, My own fucking daddy, I keep saying this because it's the goddamn truth. Period. He puts his fucking 9mm right here. Right here. I'm talking about the round part of that gun. He sticks it right here in my damn forehead. And if it wasn't for my baby brother, he'd have shot and killed me. You know why? Let me tell you why. It's going to be funny right here. Let me tell you why. Because I went to my friend's house, which had the same name as me, Maurice, to play a fucking video game. A lot of people ask me, why do I give my child so much? I don't give Zion nothing. I don't give him anything. Period. I lend to Zion. Y'all gonna get that later on. I don't give my child anything. I'm lending to him. I want y'all to think about that. I don't give him nothing at all. You know why? Because he gonna have to pay it back as he get older, and not to me. Them same toys that he got when he was yay high to a grasshopper, he gonna have to take them same toys and give them to kids that don't have. We already doing that now. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
So I'm not giving you nothing. I'm lending to you. Period. I'm teaching him how to be a dad when he gets grown. Because daddy ain't gonna be here always. Period. That's why whenever y'all see me, you don't see me around Zion like that. It ain't because I don't love my child. That's bullshit. It ain't because of that. It's because I don't want my boy to what's what I'm looking for? Dependent on me. Because if you let your children do that, they ain't gonna be no good. And if you think I'm lying, I'm with someone right now, married to someone right now. Who got kids in her family. They don't know which way is up, which way is down without mama or daddy telling them. Now that's some stupid shit. Because if any female woman is unfortunate enough to marry that trash, I feel bad for her. I cannot stand a mama's boy. Period. And I'm a grown man. I can't stand a mama's boy. I can't stand a daddy's boy. Because you know what that's telling me? You can't make not one. Do you know Carolyn's dad? The reason why that he did so much for her was because he knew. What did he tell you?
The reason why my dad was so willing to help me is because I did things on my own.
She did stuff on her own. I'm not dependent on daddy. I'm not dependent on mama. You got grown ass men. My mama is still alive today. I would not go to her house. I don't give a damn if I lose every dollar in my pocket. If I lose this truck, which I know I'm not, because my last payment is next month, so I know I ain't gonna lose it.
It was this month.
This month, yes, this month ain't it?
Yes, me no.
Thank you, Jesus. Period. So I know I ain't gonna lose it. Now let's go. I want me to. Other than that, it's mine. Paid in full. Period. And I thank God for that. I thank him for that. Okay? But I don't give a damn if I lost every dollar in my pocket, in the bank, whatever. I'm not going to live with my parents. I'm not doing it. Period. I don't care if mama see me on the street and say, boy, can you know you come? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let me buy you something to eat. No, ma'am. What? No, ma'am. You taught me better than that. And I have to say that my grandmother taught me better than that. This woman. Because I wasn't too much raised by that bitch-ass nigga Terry Mungin. And my mama was scared of him. So this woman right here, she taught me better than that. That's my grandma and that's my grandpa right there. She go with me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. She taught me better than that. I never saw my grandmama beg, borrow, or steal a damn thing. I never seen her do it. My grandmama had a garden. And it was probably as long as the length of my house, of this house. And she had several rollers that she would get out there and hoe. She'll put on that old straw hat, get that 5-gallon bucket, put on that old long dress. Guess what? She get that old looking file and go right out there and hold them damn rows. Pulling up them weeds and stuff. We ate what we grew. But she taught me a valuable lesson. Don't borrow, beg, or steal. Don't do it. Now, I can't tell you I ain't never stole nothing in my life. I can't tell you that. I said she taught me that. Teaching someone something and that person living by that teaching is two different things. Which brings me back to the night. I was taught to think first. When I took up martial arts, I was taught when Master Joseph Selden, he taught his class, think. Use your head. Use your head. Just because you know how to defend yourself, it does not mean that you should do it all the time. Sometimes, as my boy, I believe, not Willie Nelson, what's it, Johnny, you gotta know when to hold over the folder. Kenny Rogers. I want to say Johnny Cash. Kenny Rogers. You gotta know when to hold them, you gotta know when to fold them. I almost forgot that tonight. Daryl White was standing there. My wife was standing there. My son was on the phone. All of them were talking to me. I could hear them, but then again, I couldn't hear them. Because all what was in my mind is that this stupid motherfucker taking me something to play with. You just going, and you going, okay, well, we finna get this. I'm finna show you right now. And that's what was all in my head. Even tonight as we drove home, I said, Carolyn, why do I feel like a bitch? She said, baby, you are not, what did you tell me? No, we were still out there, wasn't we? When I told you how I was feeling.
Yeah, you still, and I told you that you have no reason to feel that way. I said, because you're a man, because you walked away, because of the simple fact.
And I told her, I said, no, I ran away. She said, no. Because as she was talking to me, there was something else that was being played in my... You bought me the drink, I ain't even a damn opening. Yeah, that guy, God, dog, I forgot about it, baby. I ain't gonna lie to you about it. I forgot.
The other one was a Fanta.
Don't you have no, I really don't want no strawberries, baby.
Okay.
You can say that one, and you put another thing in the thing.
Okay.
But I don't want it right now, though.
Okay, what's in the Purple Thunder's in there?
I don't know.
That was in my coat. The new Mountain Dew that's in there. Pineapple is in there.
Pineapple.
Okay.
Pineapple. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But while my wife was talking to me, I was thinking about something. I got it. Yeah. You good? I got it. I was thinking about something. And she in here trying to get some things done. I was thinking about, we always working. I was thinking about something. No, I'm right. Yeah, we were standing out here in the yard. Carolyn, we were standing out here in the yard when I told you that I ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we were staying over here. We were staying right over there. I had to light these damn things because I really didn't want to go inside, because if Darren White ever looks at this, he hit the head. He hit the nail dead on the head when he said the fresh air. Because even when I got out this truck, I was still feeling some type of way, right? When I got out the truck, I'm talking about just the wind, and I didn't want to go inside. I really didn't. Period. You know, so I leaked these damn tiki things or what have you. Anyway, so I'm standing outside, and I'm like, I feel like a fucking coward. If anybody got anything to say, if anybody on here, I don't see nobody on, but if anybody ever you get on, I don't say nothing because it's swipe the other way. So anyways, I don't know why I said I feel like a fucking coward. I said I feel what a lot of people don't know about me is that I was the fighter out of my family. Anybody in my immediate family would tell you Maurice would fight you. It didn't matter what it was. I didn't give a fuck if I got my ass beat. I still fought you. And you knew he ain't playing the radio. Period. And this was way before I even started taking up martial arts and kickboxing. Period. Oh, I promise y'all I'm gonna show y'all how fast my hands was. Wait a minute. I forgot about that. Arrogant lately? Yeah. Let me go ahead and show y'all how fast these in hand was. Thank you, baby. Okay. Let me go ahead and show y'all how fast these in hand was. Oh, it still is. Don't worry about it. It still is. I should blow my horn scared, but I ain't. She said, you gotta run to the bathroom. All right, if I scare, I might scare the pee out of her. You're such a special lady, though I haven't told you lately. She gonna put everything on you. And then see, Satan don't like this right here. He don't like this. He don't like this because he don't like the fact that I'm back in school again in the same college. He wanted me to go to that dumbass school where it looked like that the only people that graduate that school is nothing but thugs, pimps, and hoes. He don't like that. Y'all see me walk across that stage right there. There I am. Yeah, and that was for my bachelor's. I got my one on here for my master's degree, and now I'm going back for another bachelor's. See, Satan don't like that. My wife had to remind me of that tonight. Satan don't like that. He can't stand that. He can't stand that I'm trying to do better with my life. Yeah, I might be 43, but guess what? My life ain't over. As a matter of fact, it's just beginning. It's just beginning. Everything's out in the open. One of my little talent things right there. But that's not, I'm not showing you how quick my hands is. That's not it. That's just me. Boom! You through. You through. I don't play the radio, boy. I used to do it, boy. I used to do it, boy. Oh, shit. So that's one of them right there, right? So here's another one. I'm just letting y'all know, okay? No, my wife said, all right.
All right.
So as I'm saying, right, I don't have to, you know, tell you no lies, okay? Oh shit. Even though I fucked up on that one, you'll see in a minute. I wasn't supposed to hold my stance like that, but I did. I bet I ain't falling busting my ass like the other dude did. When we had our little exhibit, that motherfucker fell and bust his ass. I feel my lip. I said, God damn. That shit hurt down the bottom. That shit don't feel good. He said, ouch. I said, ouch you out. Hey, where's my, what the fuck is mine? You know what I'm looking for, right? Me beating the shit out that goddamn tree.
Oh, it should be right there.
It ain't. I know what I do. Cause I think people think I be lying, baby.
Oh, shit.
I don't be lying. I don't be lying. Anyway, baby. I don't be lying. I don't be lying. Don't try me, you dumb motherfucker. Ain't that right, baby? But see, everybody know me. I like to laugh and joke and, you know, kick the bobo and, you know. And it took me a long time to get to that point in my life. Because I always felt like everybody was my enemy. I always felt like people that loved me was my enemy. The police was my enemy. You know, whatever. Anybody. I didn't care who you were. Everybody was my fucking enemy. Period. It took my wife a long time to break through to me. And I mean, it took a few years. It took a few years. And that's just something that I don't want to go back to. But last night, somebody was going to the motherfucking hospital because they tried me. Oh, he was going down through there. Anyway, baby. I said, right, baby.
Yes, sir.
I said, ain't that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There it is. Now that video has not been sped up, so shit. Seriously, motherfucker. Wait a minute now. Hey man, hey, what the fuck is this shit doing? Seriously, dude. Did you see the bark fly off that motherfucker? Did you see the bark? No, and that video was never sped up. I ranked number 4 in my class with the fastest hands. Number 4. Let's see that. Let's see that beautiful bean footage. Just one more crime. Just the one more crime. Wait a minute, how much? Let me see if I can count these hits. Wait a minute now. I probably can't. Let's see. Check. It's so goddamn quick while I'm trying to get it. I can't count them. I'm sorry. Good Lord. Good Lord. Dude, seriously? There ain't nowhere that bitch was better. Y'all, just one more time, okay? Amen. That's it for Carolyn. Did you see that shit? Now, if y'all can count that, bro. Now, I had somebody, stupid motherfucker, to say that the only thing that I ever saw Mudgeon fight was a tree. I'm glad you said that. That lets me know that I'm doing my job and staying away from dumb motherfuckers like you. Who am I talking about? His name is Ray, a deadbeat bitch who don't want to pay for his own kids. But I told him, I tell you what, you stand there. I'll put your hands up against mine any day, whenever you're ready. Now, if you don't believe that, then I hate to throw her in this, but she already knows the truth. Ask Desiree Benton, which is Officer Benton's daughter. I said, you ought to be glad that that's all you ever saw me, that you ever seen me fight, was a goddamn tree. I said, you know why I fight? Do you know why I box trees? My tree right here, right over here, has the bark knocked off of it, not because it got old, but because that's all I used to hit. Am I bullshitting?
No, you're not.
She used to tell me stop punching the fucking tree. I said, for what? Period. And those gloves that I had, those are piece of shit gloves. Those are piece of shit gloves. So they was not absorbing the impact. Now, what is you doing?
I gotta
Is it about the money thing?
Yeah, I gotta upload your
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You gotta make money while you're sleeping, okay? But I told him, I say, well, I'll put your deadbeat ass hands up against mine any day. Period. I don't fight people just to be fighting them. I have nothing to prove. Now, why did I show you all that? Because I want to. Because am I still feeling like that? And I know she's gonna look like she crazy. Am I still feeling like a bitch right now? Yeah, somewhat. Just a little bit. But I'll get over that. Probably in the morning, in a few hours when I wake up, Because I know she gonna ask me before we go to sleep and when I wake up. Watch. She do it all the time. You okay? I know it. When I told my wife that I ran away, I wasn't trying to be a smart ass to her. She said, no, you didn't run. I said, yes, I did. I said, yeah, I ran away. She said, no. I said, yes, I did. She said, no, you didn't. I said, listen, I ran away. I said, you don't even know you don't even understand what I'm talking about. She said, what is you talking about? I said, David. That's who came to my mind earlier last night. David. David knew he could fuck Saul up. He knew this. The Bible called David a bloody man. Am I lying?
Oh, no, you're not lying.
The Bible called David a bloody man. Period. That's why David could not build a temple. For the Lord, he couldn't. Now, Jesus knew what David was. A long time ago, my wife told me, she said that she heard in her spirit, or she had a dream or something like that, where the Lord told her that Maurice reminds me of my other son, David. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
Period. I said, what? She said, yeah, that's what the Lord told me. So it came to me tonight, David ran. And he probably felt a certain type of way, but David knew I could not touch God's anointing. Now, I don't believe that pussy dumb motherfucker tonight was anointed, not no way, not know how. He looked like he was anointed with the retard oil. And if he wasn't, when I got done with that bitch, he was gonna... Let me stop. He was gonna wear a helmet and some diapers. That nigga said a helmet and some diapers. He said a helmet. For real, I ain't playing that shit. But yeah, man, hey. I mean, I started thinking about David. And Satan can have your mind so fucked up that you don't even know what you're doing. I don't know which one of them told me first, if it was Daryl or Carolyn, but they said that I took off my jewelry. I didn't remember that. My wife told me, she said you had that far away, what you call it, far away, what it was?
You had that blank stare.
That blank stare, that's what she said. You had a blank stare on your face. What am I telling y'all? Satan is doing his best to try to cripple God's people in any way that he can. I honestly believe that if my wife wasn't there, if my son, if Daryl was not there, ain't no telling how that would have went tonight. I'm not gonna say I would have did something. I don't know. I was aiming to. Everywhere that motherfucker went. Now, I didn't follow him, okay? But everywhere he went, I'm tracking with my eyes. That's a way of, you know, I wasn't trying to be antagonistic, I guess. I wasn't trying to, but where I'm from, you keep staring at me, I'm like, what's good? What the fuck you keep staring at me for? So I guess that's what I guess I can have a reason. See? That's the devil. That's the devil. And I'm very upfront and I'm very out in the open. I don't hide shit about me. Period. Because I don't ever want you to think that I'm some goddamn type. No, that's not me. That's not me. I would dig in that ass, boss. You didn't believe that? Now, if you a female, I'm... Prayer.
We gonna pray for you.
I'm gonna try. I'm married, so. But on the real tip, I'm trying to find my humor, so y'all gotta forgive me. It ain't working tonight. It ain't working tonight. So I'm just rambling, I guess. I'm finna get off here. Like I said, man, you know, hey, if it wasn't for my wife, wasn't for Mr. Darryl Watt, wasn't for my son, somebody would have probably been barring me out of jail. And that's another, hey, I just thought about this. That's another way that you could tell I won't be no cop. Man, you know how many, if I tell your motherfucking ass to get out the car, you know, yeah, I'm gonna snatch your ass through that goddamn window. Shit. Why did you get out the car? You ain't got to, let me help you. Guess what? I will undo your seatbelt. And that's it. Guess what? I'll get fired on the first day, and nigga, I'm on probation. How you get fired on probation, dog? For real. I'll get fired on the first day. Nah, I can't be no cop, bro. If anything that I truly want to be in life is a bodyguard. I've always wanted to do that. Like I said a while back that I checked into the school, got ready to start, and things went whoop that way. So that never happened. But protection has always been in me. I don't know why it is. I don't know. But it's always been a part of my life. Period. I don't know, maybe I'll mellow out more once I turn, I don't know, 60, if I make it, or 70. I don't know. But right now, I'm better than what I used to be. Can I at least get that?
Yeah.
If those of you that know me, I'm better than what I used to. And I know that I am because I've graduated college, not once, but twice. Come on now.
Right, that's right.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't say, see, I told you he wasn't shit. Always ain't shit. No, I'm better than what I used to be. Period. So there was a time I did not care. Period. It didn't bother me what you felt, whatever. It did not. I wouldn't give a damn if you was a cop, but ask that nigga across the street. But ask that nigga across the street when he was a damn police officer. When I heard, but come to find out, it was a lie. Somebody wanted me to fight him, and I didn't know that. That's another reason why I stay away from people. Somebody wanted me to fight him. I ain't gonna call his name, but he lives in Florida now. Somebody wanted me to fight him. And another cop came to me and told me, said, Munja, he was placing bets on you. What? Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, so he told her, so yeah. Well, the dude across the street had already told me, he said, man, he lying. I never said that about your wife. The black car that we had, the word that was going out was that I had my wife selling her body to pay for that fucking car. In other words, you calling my wife a hoe. That's one thing I don't play. I don't give a fuck if you got on an FBI uniform. I'm walking dead up in your face, period. I don't care. Shoot me, I don't give a fuck. Don't fuck with my family. I'm not fucking with you. So why you fucking with me? Period. And that's just, you know, hey. But my wife was there for that one. Period. There were some other people that was there. You need to calm down. I was like, but this motherfucker, and he kept, and what made me realize that it was a lie? He never got amped up. He was a cop at the time. He never got amped up. He said, Mr. Munjan, I never said that. He said, I never said nothing like that about your wife. He said, I don't even know your wife. He said, y'all hardly even come out the house. He said, every single time that y'all go somewhere, both of y'all together. He said, I don't see her nowhere without you, and I don't see you nowhere without her. He said, so why would you believe? I said, bro, I don't even know you. I know the one that told me that you said something, but I don't know you. I said, and I thought, well, at the time I was like, I trust him. And what he said, and come to find out, it was a fucking lie. A fucking lie. That almost brought me and this cop fisticuffs. It was a fucking lie. That's another reason why I stay off to myself. Period. And here's the thing. I never told this law enforcement officer about any martial arts training I ever had. I never told him. He found out, and it wasn't for me. Period. Wasn't for me. I never told him. And hey, because he wanted me to get into it with someone that's still working up there now. That's why his ass is in Florida. Remember? He tried to get us to fight. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not bullshitting. Anything that I say, I can prove it. That's why I stay off to myself, because I ain't got time for the bullshit, bro. I ain't got time for the bullshit. I ain't got time for the bullshit. Period. Like, why would you do that? We supposed to be cool. Why would you try to get me into something that could end bad for either me or the other guy? Why? Or end bad for both of us? Because I'm going to tell you something. I've seen fight. Where I'm from, I've seen fighters. I've seen people go outside and fight, and both of them laying there damn near dead. I've seen it. I've seen people kill each other. I've seen people fighting. I don't care what sticks, clubs, whatever. Fighting. Boom, boom, boom. You done got this motherfucker down. He ain't moving no more. You take 2 steps. Boom, boom. He fell dead. So there ain't always he won, I won. Sometimes there ain't no winners. Why am I saying all this? Now, man, you know me, I don't even talk like this at all. I guess tonight, man, it's just, I'm sick of it. Okay? I'm sick of it. I just had an incident with a damn old funky ass, stinking ass, old ass bitch up here at the damn, wait, right here, baby.
South end of Columbus?
Yeah, Columbus. I got the right of way. Okay? I'm giving it to her. I'm telling her, go ahead. I'm looking for candy or whatever. I'm telling her, go ahead. She started telling me, I'm like, look, woman, just go. Wherever you're going, go. That's not what she wanted. And see, that was the devil too, because what happened should have never happened. I got the right of way. I'm giving it to her. Why don't you just take it? I'm sitting up here looking for candy. I'm looking up in my rearview mirror. Ain't nobody. I'm sitting at the damn stop sign. Ain't nobody behind me. So I ain't holding no, I ain't impeding traffic, holding up traffic, nothing like that. So I'm looking for my candy. You know, I like you doing some damn work. Thief. Yeah, you a thief. I'm looking for my damn now and later. I know I done told this story before. I'm looking for my damn now and later. I tell her dumb country and stinking old Geritol smelling ass to get the hell on. Damn, take the ride away, dummy. I got there before you do, so I got a right to give it to you. The fuck? Learn how to drive, bitch. She wasn't hearing that. She wasn't hearing none of that. And I'm looking at my wife looking at me. My son, in the back with his mama, my son getting scared. He's starting to damn cry. Now that's pissing me off. My son is fucking autistic. So, what the fuck, bro? She stayed telling me. My wife was like, what the hell is... Well, she didn't say what the hell. She said, what in God's name is wrong with her? I said, Carolyn, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I said, but She need to go on, man. I said, cause she get me into that, look, bitch, just go. For real. She didn't do it. She came straight. I was going this way. She was going this way. We both was at the side. But I got to the stop sign before she did. So that gave me the right away for her to go. Period. She went this way. Okay. My truck's still sitting like right here. She went this way. Turned around and got in behind my motherfucking truck and laid on her horn like this. Like that. Behind me. See, right now, it's pissing me off. What did I do to warrant that? There's no excuse for murder, okay? But sometimes I think about something. You can push a person to that point. Well, all they doing is trying to, let me tell you something. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say on here. Every murderer is not a bad person. They was turned that way. Somebody that go out there and kill somebody, they're not an evil person. Something happened. But society will tell you, they ain't shit, they ain't shit, they ain't this, they ain't that, they ain't this. I'm not condoning murder, I'm saying. And if the truth be told, most of you done thought about it too. Most of you done thought about sending somebody to the Swinging Low Sweet Chariot registration line. Period. Most of you done thought about giving somebody their ticket home. Or to hell. Aren't we glad that we not convicted on thoughts? Half of the world will be sitting up in the goddamn prison. The prison will be sitting up in the prison. The ward will be sitting up in the prison. The chief be sitting up in the prison. Period. But what did I do to warrant that? What did I do? I tried to give her the right of way. She turned around, come in behind me for nothing. That's antagonizing me. My wife was like, oh, no. When I'm looking up, she coming behind me. Sat right there behind my motherfucking truck and laid on her fucking horn. Damn sure did. I didn't move. I'm not gonna move because you want me to move, bitch. You did that, you moved, bitch. If somebody new come up behind me, yeah, I'd have moved. But I know you must, okay. Don't let that Trump shit, I don't know if he was in the office at that time. He was?
No, because he just did this shit.
This is his second term now, because he already been there once.
I know it, but that was Biden.
Was it Biden?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Here, I think this been, what, 2 years ago now? Because I know this was after I got sick, right?
Yeah, it was after you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. It's been about 2 years ago now. Probably almost 3 years ago now. But that shit still sit fresh in my head. It's still there. I internalize everything. Don't ask me why, I just do. And I filed that shit. Period. Every time I go to that damn stop sign up there, I think about that day. Every single time. When a car is on the opposite side going to their stop sign, I think about it if they gonna do that to me. Damn sure do. Because what she did next, if she was where I'm from, she'd have been shot and killed. Right there. No questions asked. She got from behind because I wouldn't move. She got from behind me and sat on the side. She sits on the side right here, rolls down her window. Now, come on, man. We ain't friends. We didn't just say, man, boy, we had some good, boy, you had that good dick. Boy, you had that good, boy, we were doing it, weapon. That wasn't none of that going on. You want something to drink? You want something to drink? No, that wasn't none of that going on. I don't know you, bitch. We didn't just go to no goddamn ball game. My son didn't whoop your son, or your son didn't whoop my son in baseball or whatever. I don't know you. So why are you winding down your motherfucking window like that? That was a threat gesture. This whole truck was prepared to answer that. Not just, hey. This whole truck was prepared to answer that. I'm talking about she had a hand on her, went back here in the bottom. Guess what? Hey, shit. All I do like this right here. Hell that. I ain't bullshitting. If she'd have came up with anything, that'd have been it for her. Yeah, we'd had to answer for that shit, but she was antagonizing. We wasn't. That's why we don't like our name in anything. We try to keep a clean fucking name. Period. And the Hayes family name has been kept clean for years. She came up on the side of my damn truck, this truck that I'm sitting in right now, and rolled down her glass. That, y'all forgive me because I'm not racist. I swear to God I'm not. That goddamn white woman, she must have known where the fuck she was. Well, she knew where the fuck she was. You know what she said to me? You don't own the goddamn road. I said, bitch, let me tell you something. I never said I did own the goddamn road, motherfucker. I said you was sitting your funky ass cross the fucking street at that goddamn stop sign. You chose to cross over here, turn your bullshit around, and come behind me. Lay on your horn, go on the side, pull up beside me, and wind down your window. I say, bitch, you better move on before somebody move you. What? I said, bitch, you heard the fuck I said. I said, now I'm done talking about it. And it was at that time that I was ready to get out this truck and punch that bitch dead in her face. And would have done it. My wife grabbed my arm. And when she did, the first thing that came to my mind was to say as loud as I could, call 911. Soon as I said that, this bitch took off. Am I lying?
No, you're not.
Soon as I said that, she took off. I said, you stupid fucking bitch. Yeah. Now, what did I do to deserve that? So when I say this shit keep happening to me, I'm not bullshitting you. It keeps happening. It's like, I don't even think that I finished the story when I first hit Waycross with the old white dude, and I know he was racist. And I'm not saying every white person is racist, so don't get it motherfucking twisted. That's not what I said. Period. If I believed that, I would never go hang out with Pop. Never. Trust me, if I thought you were racist, I would hang out with you, period. Period. When I first hit Waycross, I was blamed for killing a white dude. Let that sizzle in your spirit. That right there would have turned the average dumb black man. Well, I'm not the average dumb black man. As a matter of fact, I just found out I'm not even black at all. Ain't that about a bitch? And that's still a shocker to me. But I'm not the average man. That didn't turn me. Because one motherfucker lied. This bitch said that I killed a white dude when the Pinecrest was up. Yeah. I killed a white dude. I'm just letting y'all know all this shit that's been happening to me. I killed a white dude and hid his funky ass body up in the fucking loft of a damn a hotel building. Bitch, I look like motherfucking King Kong or somebody. I ain't a motherfucking predator. The fuck?
As big as he was.
As big as that. That goddamn white dude look like a Jolly Green Giant. Ho, ho, ho. She said that I shot him in his head, drug his body, picked him up. Now, was I kind of built? Yeah, but come on, man. You know what type of strength that's gonna take. First of all, he already weighed like a ton. Can you imagine when a motherfucker dead? How much they go? That's dead weight. I'm supposed to pick his ass up, like you remember the goddamn Predator? Whenever that thing killed people and drug you up, that's what I did. She had the whole fucking field out there filled up with nothing but cops.
You did that in front of all them folks.
I did that in front of all them people out there. And them people kept telling you, telling some stupid motherfucking cops. No, he didn't. The white dude she said I killed.
That was funny.
It was funny. Well, it wasn't funny then, so it's kind of funny now.
Yeah.
The white dude that she said I killed. The white dude that she said I killed, he was standing right there beside me telling the police it's me that she said he killed. Them ignorant motherfuckers still looking for him. Y'all motherfuckers tell I want to be the police.
They still looking for the body.
Oh God, Jesus, help me, Lord.
Hey, you talking about it's me? It's me. He's talking about
He kept saying it's me. It's me. It ain't. It's me. Them ignorant motherfuckers kept looking for him. Oh Jesus, help me. They done crawled up in the motherfucking loft. Is you up here? He said, you, boy, but look, do whatever he called it. It's me. I'm the one. He didn't kill nobody. I'm standing right here. Now, I was just about to turn against every cop, and especially white cops. Especially that fat motherfucker that was out there. He want to be a smart ass, lock his ass up. I said, lock your mama pussy up, bitch. Lock his ass up. Well, that didn't happen. Sergeant said, you know what? Nope. This one on me. Nope. Get him out them cuffs. You expect for me to stand there and listen to you abuse me with your fucking mouth? Fuck you. I'm a man just like you a man. You talk shit to me, I'm gonna talk shit to you. If you can't respect that goddamn badge enough to have some respect for people, I don't respect that motherfucker. I respect those who respects me. And don't give a damn who don't like it. And I mean that. You don't respect me, fuck you. Because I don't respect you. And I mean that shit. And guess what? I ain't talking behind the camera. I'll tell you your motherfucking face. You disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. You come at me correct, I'm going to honor you. Okay, sir, you right about that. I got you. I'll never disrespect nobody that did not deserve it. Period. Never. You can be a racist piece of shit cop, but if you come to me with respect, guess what I'm going to do? Yes, sir. Even though you race to your damn heart, but you not displaying that shit to me. Period. Listen, I'm not going to let nobody disrespect me. I'm a grown ass man. Like that dumb motherfucking nigga ass preacher. Talking about a damn cop. He walking down the motherfucking road. And a damn cop, they lock eyes on each other. Y'all go back to the video, it's on there. They lock eyes on each other. They lock eyes on each other. The cop turns around, jumps out his car, and holds a damn Glock 9 to the back of his head, talking about something now what? Nigga, you a motherfucking liar. You a motherfucking liar. You a motherfucking liar. Ain't no cop did that to you, bitch. You a liar. You part of the motherfucking problem. A cop just gonna jump out. Baby, everybody clown that fuck nigga about that shit. Wait a minute, let me find this shit, because I think these people think I'm lying. Whoever watch it. Let me find this shit. I'll find it right now. I still can't get over that shit. And niggas will amen anything. Niggas will amen anything. Amen, brother.
I remember when I was 15, and I was walking down the avenue, Hollis. I'm walking down Hollis in Queens, and I remember an Italian officer, man. He drove by me in his car. He looked me in the eye, and I looked him in the eye. We made eye contact, and I kept walking. He came around the block, jumped out the car, grabbed me by my neck, smashed me up against a brick wall, and he put his Glock to the back of my head. Watch. And then he said to me, watch, say something. No phones. No iPhones, no cameras, no recording. And his Glock is pressed up against my head. Say something. Watch. Now in that moment, I hear the voice of my mother all the time harassing me. Oh, son. She treated that. Oh, son. Obey the Holy Small Son. Obey God, oh, son. Obey authority, oh, son. Obey the cops, oh, son. Stop getting in trouble with the police. Oh, son, obey your elders. Obey your elders. Obey authority. My mother constantly trying to teach me to obey authority. And in that moment, I hear her voice. And in that moment, I got to decide which one will be stronger, my ego or my submission. I could flex in that moment and not obey the authority because my ego will be stronger than my logic. Or I can submit and walk away with my life. And if I don't submit in that moment, man, I'm hurled into eternity by a cop's bullet. And I know there's bad cops out there. We know that. We know there's cops who's evil. Man, there's evil people in every industry preaching all that stuff. But man, not every killing of a black man was because of a bad cop. Some of that is because we have not taught our children to be, watch, obedient to authority.
I'm sorry, but every time I hear that bullshit, first of all, your mama must be was a dumb, stupid, fucking cock-sucking whore. She had to be. She had to be the dumbest bitch in school. I guarantee you, his bitch-ass mother, when she motherfucking, when school let out, she was still there. Nobody there except her dumb ass. Your mama got to be one of the most dumbest bitches God could have ever created. I hope your bitch ass, sir, ain't got no kids. Please, sir, don't have babies. Because you dumb just like your bitch ass mother. Obey authority, son. Obey authority. Are you stupid? You got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the fucking land. If that fucking story is even true, you wasn't doing anything. Look, so what? These my motherfucking eyes. The bitch, what? Oh my God. Carolyn, I don't like stupid ass people.
I know.
He telling this old bitch ass story, and they playing some old rundown ass music. 120 with a cop bullet. Shut the fuck up, bitch. And you got the niggas out there, amen. I'm supposed to respect authority, and they pulling a gun on me for nothing. You are no longer a cop. If you pull a law enforcement officer, period, you are no longer a law enforcement officer, period. If you pull a firearm on me justifiably, you have just became a fucking criminal wearing a fucking badge. I got every right to defend myself. Fuck you and your retarded fucking preaching. When a cop put his hands on me, I didn't respect authority. You was no longer a cop to me. You was what they would call an antagonizing, aggressive son of a bitch. That's what you were to me. You ceased being law enforcement when you did bullshit outside the law. You didn't tell me why you was touching me. Not at all. You didn't tell me anything. You just decided that you wanted to put your hands on somebody because you thought that badge. Period. If anybody, you know what, motherfuckers listen to that piece of shit. They listen to his retarded ass. Oh, amen. Parents, don't you teach your children that bullshit. I guarantee that nigga was a bitch his whole life. Still is. Not only would he bow down, but I guarantee you, if that cop would have zipped down his motherfucking pants and put his ding dong in his mouth, he'd have got that too. As a matter of fact, several cops just been sentenced or on their way to be sentenced because they did the same exact thing and they thought they had killed the two people. They made one of the black dudes you remember that? The state troopers had them in the courtroom.
Yeah.
It was a state trooper to every police officer.
Yep.
You know why they did that to him? Because they stood up. I would rather die standing for what I believe than to live like a coward on my goddamn knees. I ain't cowarding down for no motherfucker. If I'm in the right, bless God, I ain't bowing down to you. You know what, you black motherfucker? King David of the Bible would have been done killed your dumb, stupid, slow ass. Stupid bitch. You a stupid motherfucker. I'm rushing into a turkey by a cop bullet. And you did nothing. You did nothing. You just let him do that. So you just became part of the problem of he can do that to anybody he want to. Until he meet, if the story was true, until he meet that right motherfucker that's gonna deal with your bitch ass. Instead of you stopping him right there, man, you been a bitch all your life. You ain't nothing but a bitch. And the motherfucker that's my amen to your bitch ass, they bitches too. Your mama's a bitch too. She's a dumb bitch at that. Honestly, she should have swallowed your ass when your daddy was fucking. That's what she should have did. I cannot stand motherfucking niggas sitting up here telling black people some stupid ass shit like that. The fuck? You supposed to make, if that story was true, you supposed to make them law. You supposed to make them abide by their own motherfucking law. You don't get out there and abuse the motherfucking law because you wearing a goddamn badge. The fuck? My wife has a badge of a concealed carry permit. That don't make her go out there and want to shoot a motherfucker because she got a motherfucking concealed carry fucking thing. The fuck? That badge don't make you shit unless you. That badge has no honor. That badge has no honor unless you bring it on. And I'm just the right motherfucker. I'll make you honor that motherfucker. And I swear to God about that. You're not gonna put your hands on me, bro. It's not gonna happen. And if you think about putting me in cuffs and then putting your hands on me, I got a trick for that too. I got a good trick for that one. Period. The best thing for you to do, because I'm the same way, respect me, I'll respect you. That's how that goes. You disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. What you want me to do? Suck your dick? Well, I'm not, bitch. I don't do that. So what you want me to do? I don't honor that badge until you bring honor. You show me. That badge you wearing, I'm not honoring that one. Now, this police officer over here, if he bring an honor, I'll honor what he got. I ain't honoring you. Again, and I'll keep talking about it. Again, my wife and I and Jasmine were walking down a town. 12 o'clock midnight. She said Zion was not born. I believe Zion was born because that was the only time that we was walking. She said he wasn't born. It don't matter. Anyways, we walking down. That's why we stopped, but I'm going to start it again. Trust me. Because whenever I couldn't sleep, we'll go for a walk. We walking downtown city. Where were we, baby? I knew it was over by City Hall.
Yeah, we were that's Pendleton Street.
I'm not going to call his name, but he know. If anybody's showing the video, he know what the fuck I'm talking about. We walking down I saw the cop pass. I wasn't eyeballing him, but if I was, he my motherfucking ass. So you mean to tell me that cop that saw you eyeballing him, what, so he eyeballing me, man? Shut the fuck up. People eyeball cops 24/7, especially they don't like them. What that cop gonna do? Cause you looked at me? The fuck? Okay, so maybe the next time my wife go inside Walmart and I see a nigga checking her rump roast out, I guess I should knock his ass out. And then when the police get up there, he was looking at my wife. That man got ass, the fuck? Did he touch her? No. Did he try to assault him? No. Why the hell you bust that man in his shit? See, last night, I was touched. I guess the angel wasn't ready to be touched. Let me correct that. I guess he wasn't ready to be touched by an angel. Thank you, Della Reese. I mean, since cops are butthurt, you looking at me. The fuck? Why are you a cop? You sound like a bitch. Who you looking at me? Who? White Jesus. Or in his case, black Jesus. The fuck? That whole story was a fucking lie. He trying to prove a point. Nigga, you sounded stupid. You made your mama look like a retard. Period. I noticed you ain't say nothing about your daddy. I know why. That nigga been gone. That nigga wasn't there. That nigga said, both of y'all dumb. I gotta get the fuck out of here. You telling this nigga, I guarantee you, I bet you, nigga, if you told your mom go cook some grits, she went in there and put some hot water and left it on the stove and the grits done.
No.
Mother cook, I did cook them grits. The grits hot, the water hot, ain't it?
What?
It said ready in 5 minutes.
Oh, God, no. No.
For real, nigga.
Oh, yes.
Talking about what? We was walking downtown. I saw the cop. No, I didn't go and report his ass. I ain't do none of that. I was going to. But he got the picture. Soon as I called out one person's name, and it shouldn't have took that. But he didn't pull no motherfucking firearm on me. Hey! Motherfucker!
That would have been the wrong.
But not only that, yeah, that would have been wrong, but that's a felony right there. What he claimed that cop did to him.
Right.
That was aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Yep.
He pressed to the back of your head to my hand. What? Say something. No, that wasn't no cop, though. I think that was somebody that you owe some money to. He just stole a damn police officer uniform and was driving their car. Or maybe he was a damn inmate and saw one of their uniforms and this nigga owe me some goddamn money. Must dress up. Halloween finna come early for my motherfucker. Yeah, shit, fuck that. That nigga owe me about $5. You ain't put no money on my goddamn book, bitch. I'm finna get this bitch out. Carolyn, I'm sorry, baby. But if I was there, I'd have been like, and y'all believe that bullshit story? That cop just became a convicted felon. Well, he just committed a felony.
Yeah.
How he didn't? If you do that to a cop, and they don't kill you first,
okay.
But if they don't, if you somehow you got away, boy, look here, all your rights gone. What kind of city was you living in? I'm telling you, nigga, that was a nigga you owe some dope money to. That wasn't no cop, dog. That was an inmate. He was a trustee. He was a bootlegger trustee. He had them watch that car. He saw you walking down the road. He said, shit, that's that fuck nigga right there. Wait a minute. He comes in and put on his head vest. Fuck this. I'm finna go ride or die. Wait a minute. Oh, I know how to work it too. Nigga, did you know that uniform probably didn't fit him? It didn't belong to him. The fuck, nigga? For real. Carolyn, baby, come on, baby. That story didn't make no sense. No sense. You telling people that cop committed a felony and nothing happened to him? You didn't pursue no charges. None of that. And you telling black people to allow the same thing to happen to them. Okay, well, let me ask you something. You ignorant piece of fucking dog shit ass bitch. Let me ask you a fucking question. What if my daughter, what if this same cop did that shit to my daughter, put a gun to the back of her head, and say, and what? You finna get in this car. And she said, okay, that's my daddy told me to do this. And he raped, bitch. You telling me that you must be out your fucking Fruit of the Loom mind. No. No. I respect all law enforcement until you prove yourself not to be respected. Now we got a problem. That was a bullshit story. When that cop when I saw this cop, I said to my wife, I said, why is this damn cop circling us like he a damn buzzard? She said, I don't know. Don't even pay no attention to that. I said, I'm not. I told her, I said, I'm not, but I am. Because I'm going to watch my surroundings. Period. The next thing you know, we almost at the City Hall building. All I heard was, Arr! That's all I heard. I said, what the fuck? I look, he jumping out his car, but forgot to take his seatbelt off. Motherfucker finna hang himself. Wait a minute, I'm trying, wait a minute, get out of here. What the fuck? I'm staying up there just like this, I swear to God, like this. No, I'm standing like this. And I'm just looking at it. But wait a minute. I was staring him down too. Why he didn't put no gun to my head? Or put no baton or whatever you want to call it. Why he didn't? I'm standing up just like this. I told y'all I said back up. I'm standing up just like this. Staring at his ass. Okay? I went and motherfucker out the car. He couldn't take that seatbelt. I swear. I don't know whether it got caught up in his belt or whatever, but this was him. Man, you know I'm not lying.
I know.
Motherfucker say. It's right there, right there. No, wait a minute. Stop. I need to get it off. Wait a minute. Motherfucker couldn't even do it. I'm still standing like this right here. Now, if I want to run, I bet you it took him about 8 years to get that damn seatbelt off. I'm standing just like this right here. Right there would have told me, this motherfucker ain't got shit on him. He started watching me trying to unhang myself in the... Simple. This right here, and you out. That's not what he did. Very simple. This seatbelt is strapped in, right? The only way that is not that simple is if you trying to do this. Watch this. This right here gonna catch you. Why? Because it's got this arm right here. So, simple. Let me teach y'all something. Simple. I'm out. I'm out. Well, that was a safety lesson 101. I'm out. I'm out. If I got to get out of a bad situation, I ain't saying no cop. If I got to get out of a bad situation and I need to get out that car, you're going to try it one more time. God damn it. See this right here? This is not your friend if you trying to get out that motherfucking car. That ain't your friend, because something going to get caught. Especially if you ain't paying attention to what you doing. Think first. Huh?
What's that? That's right.
Yes, think first. Use your damn head more than a damn hat rack. If you gonna do all that like you gung-ho, James Arness or some bullshit, that's what? This is safe right here. That's safe. You know why? Watch this. I don't think they can see this. Watch this. I'm out. There's nothing holding me. That's not what his dumb ass did. Not at all. Not at all. He damn near, I swear, he damn near choked his own self trying to get out that damn seatbelt. That should have been the first thing you learned when you went to the fucking academy. It's how to jump out if you want to be a jump out boy. I think he failed that class. Because he was finna be a... I'm glad he put... Because remember, he couldn't put the car... Remember?
Right.
He couldn't put the car in park. Thank you. That's right. He had... Dude, he was... Man, if I could show you. He was just like this, and the car was still here. All that for what? All that for what? The fuck? And when he jumped out, like I said, no, he didn't threaten me. He didn't put no gun on me. He didn't do none of that. I'm standing just like this. Now, I'm going to teach y'all something. Okay? I didn't know it's going to run this long. I'm going to teach y'all something. I know what I'm doing. I'm rambling because I'm clearing my head. I'm going to teach y'all something. There's something that I taught my wife too. Most times you'll see me stand just like this. You know why? Because if someone comes to you, and let's say they want to do you already got one to block, and a strike, you're going to break all that. I just taught you that. Now, you ain't got to believe it. I don't give a fuck. It has worked for me twice. You gonna break all this. No, you don't want to hit a motherfucker. This is ridge hand. This is ridge. This is cup hand. You don't want to hit a motherfucker in his throat with a cup hand or ridge hand. You going to prison. The only way you won't go to prison is if you fighting for your life. So you don't want to hit them in their throat. Okay? Do you know the average person does not walk with their head held up? They walk with their head down. Even though it don't look like it, but their head is down. It's never doing this. It's doing this. So you find out where your center is, which is your center right here. That's your center. Okay? This is your center. Right here. So if you have to block, this is your center. Find your center. Right here. With a ridge hand or hammer. You just broke that. This is your center. just taught you something. Better shut up. I know more than what a motherfucker think. Let me shut up. That's enough bragging. But I just taught you something. Period. And don't be thinking about ramming nobody knows up in their brain either, you damn idiot. The fuck? You know, run people know up in their motherfucking brain. That's stupid. Look, I'm trying to disarm your ass or whatever. I ain't trying to kill you. Unless they trying to kill me, I ain't trying to kill you. I want you to know I've been there. Okay? Don't try nobody else. That's what I want you to know. Period. But yeah, he did that. I stood there. He gets out. All that hype shit went down because he saw that I wasn't running. I wasn't walking away. I wasn't looking all up in the air like Jesus done called my name. I'm looking dead at his ass. And I'm like, what you want? Oh, I just wonder if everybody all right. I said, wonder if everybody was all right. I said, somebody called you? No. Somebody told you we wasn't all right? No. Somebody was fighting around us? No. So why you just stop, jumps out, you after you got from the damn seatbelt, you jumped out of the car like somebody had some dope on them or some shit. Why you did that? No, I say no. I can tell you why you did that since you don't want to answer it truthfully. Now, I don't know if he had his body cam going or not. I don't give a fuck. But if he did, whoever saw the video know I said this. I said, let me ask you a question. Why you jumped out that car like that? No, I said, first of all, that's not how you jump. Now there's something going on, like a fight or something like that, or somebody called you and somebody in dire need or whatever, somebody getting hurt or being shot or whatever. I said, you jumped out that car like that because you thought that these two women right here was whores and I was a pimp, or I was selling dope and I was trying to get them high. But I said, look, man, that's my wife. And I said, I called Jasmine my daughter. Now, don't ask me why I did that, but I did. Don't ask me why. I don't know why I did that. Period. I said, so what else you need to talk about? I said, because I said, are you detaining me or am I free to go? No, I said, are you detaining me or am I free to go? We don't have nothing else to talk about. First of all, you didn't jump out that car with respect. You thought by you jumping out that car, I was going to be JR, jump and run. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. All right? What the hell I need to run for? I ain't did nothing. The fuck I need to run if I ain't running? For what? Nigga, I wrote the song. The Lord wrote the song through me, tired of running. Hence the dance. Hits the song, bitch. Tired of running. I said, so what else you want to know? I said, because if I'm not free to go, then why are you detaining me? Period. No, I say, look, you saw that everybody was all right. I done told you everybody all right. I said, I done told you that's my wife. I said, so what else you got to say? And he kept with it and kept with it. Some cops don't like to be put in their place. Lord forgive me for what I'm about to say, especially by, well, at that time I thought I was a nigga, well, black. Especially by, according to some of them, a smart mouth nigga. They don't like that. But if you ain't done nothing, you stand. You stand. I ain't no fucking coward. You stand, and you stand firm. It was only after that I mentioned a certain captain. Y'all have a nice day. I'm like, it took that? Now, again, did he pull a firearm on me? No. No, he did not. Did he pull out his baton, whatever the hell y'all call that? No. He did not. Did he pull his taser? No. Did he pull his pepper spray? No. Did he get his cuffs out? No. He did none of that. But I was staring at him as he was trying to put that damn car in park and get his ass out that damn seatbelt. He didn't get out and put no gun to my fucking head. I know how to disarm you from a gun too. You can believe that. And it works. He didn't do that. The only thing I didn't like was how he jumped out that car. Because he knew what he was. I knew what he was implying. Look, man, I'm from Florida. They do that shit down there all the motherfucking time. Motherfucker take off. You running from law enforcement. I still was out here charged with that, but okay. Period. Did I have to stop and talk to him? No, I did not. But I saw a jackass. I saw somebody that needed to be schooled, and I did that. Am I lying? I did that. I did my job. Just because you black or got black skin, that don't make you a criminal. Period. It don't make you a drug dealer. It don't make you a whore. It don't make you a fucking thief. It don't make you a murderer. It don't make you none of that. What it makes you is whatever nationality that you is. You just happen to have black skin. Period. Now, all those stories that I told y'all is true. But I also can tell you, and as I end this, there has been multiple police officers that has kept me out of bullshit. And last night, Daryl White, he says he's an ex-police officer. To me, I don't give a damn if you Robert Benton. To me, once a cop, always a cop. It's always going to be in your blood. Period. And I respect you as such. But I respect the man more than I respect the uniform. Because you can take that damn uniform off and it's going to fall to the ground. But the man that steps out of that uniform, that's something that's got to stand up right. All day and all night. And that's what makes me respect you. That go from Daryl White to Detective Blunt to Robert Benton. No, but let's say that again. James Blunt. I don't want to call they title right now. James Blunt, Robert Benton, Greg Kinlaw, Gage, Baker, Cox, Danny Hampton, Crawford, Hershey, who else? Yeah. Oh boy. I love some Tony Tanner. Tony Tanner, that's my dude. And many more of you. Griffin, Martin, he went to Brunswick, but Martin, my second cousin, Nat Glover, okay, Ketchup, many of you. I respect the man. Donald Waters, I respect the woman. And many more of you. Trooper Meeks, I said I'm going to call his rank. Meeks. Okay? If you treat me like somebody, I'm going to respect you like somebody. Because the man came before the uniform. Nobody was born a police officer. Nobody was born law enforcement. Nobody. That's a profession that God designed for you, and then you had to choose it. So what you got to think about is at the end of every shift, did you do what was right for them hours that you sat behind that wheel of that patrol car? that you sat behind that desk, that you tried to defuse this situation. Did you do what was right as a man? Because sometimes a man, the man in you, the woman in you, have to override sometimes the law and what the law says. A sergeant proved that the night that bitch told me I put him in them cuffs. A sergeant proved that. I will be forever grateful for that. I don't like you, but I will be forever grateful for that. And I call him a sergeant because I will not call your name. Because as a man, I do not respect you anymore. As a man. Period. I respect your title when you had it, but I do not respect you anymore. What you did to me, I don't think can ever be rectified. My heart has been broken. But I'm going to let God deal with the hurt can't be healed. I'm going to let God deal with that. And with that, again, I thank you, Daryl White, for being there tonight, because you didn't, if you wasn't there, ain't no telling what would have happened. So, I thank my wife, I thank my little boy, and most of all, I thank Lord Jesus Christ, because he's been there for me in many situations. Period. So with that, I'm done. And everything that I said, I mean it. I stand by it. I will not back down from nobody. I stand by my word. My word is born. My word is born. Now, tomorrow, I'll probably get back to Maurice money. But even me kidding around tonight, it seems fake to me because it's still in my damn head. So tomorrow, I'll probably get back to Desiree told her, come on out there and see Pop. And I knew if Pop would have seen that, y'all know he would say, come on up. Come out here. So we gonna go see Pop. Sunday, I'll grill me something. Anybody want to come by 1516 Myers Avenue and get them some good barbecue, you more than welcome. But I'm gonna start grilling around about 5. That's what time I get up, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. We eat late around here. Ain't got no choice. I have to go to sleep when my boy go to sleep. And he don't like to go to sleep. So, you got anything to say? I done been on here too long now. All right. I thank you, Daryl, again. God bless you. I'm out.